Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom and welcome to my presentation. So, my presentation is following. First, oh no. So, my presentation is following. First, how to control a plane. Second, is the survival rate of a plane crash. Third, is how to survive plane crash. And the final one is a climate change by an airplane. So, did you know that lightning won't affect the plane, and most crashes occur at the takeoff or landing of the planes, and the wings don't make the plane fly, and they aren't only made of aluminium, and plane can last around 30 to 35 years, and you are safest in the back of the aircraft. So, how to control a plane? First is the engine. The engine is a big mechanic power that helps the plane to fly with a great force and help the plane to reach a high speed to help the plane to fly in skies. Second is a flap. The flap is a small plate under the wings of the planes. It helps the planes to take off and landing, but do not use it in the whole flights because when you use it at a high speed, it will destroy and damage the flaps and that you cannot use it again. Third, the spoiler. The spoiler is a small hind plates on the wings of the aircraft that help the plane to decrease the speed and help the plane to stop when the reverse thrust cannot stop and the landing gear cannot stop the planes. And the final one is the landing gear. The landing gear is the big tire that makes things mix together. When the planes touch down the ground, the energy from the ground will make the air pressure. That air pressure will pull up the air pressure of the fuel up to the landing gear so that the planes can land slowly and safely down to the ground. Second, the survival rate of a plane crash. So this is a graph of the number of commercial aircraft accidents with 19 or more passengers, fatalities from 1950 to 2018. As you can see, the plane in the past, there were a lot of accidents, but today planes are less accidents than the past. Because of that, so don't be panic because today plane is very safe and they have many support devices to help the plane to land safely when there is an accident. But nervous flyers of the 60s and 70s also had to contend with the fact that plane was up to 77 times more dangerous. The deadliest year in the aviation history, that was 1972, when 72 accidents resulted in 2,373 fatalities. Third, how to survive plane crash. First, you need to dress comfortably. Second, you need to wear sensible shoes. And third, you need to sit in the tail of the aircraft. Fourth, you need to assess the situation. Fifth, you need to brace yourself against the seat in front of you. And the final one is put on a life jacket, but do not inflate it in the case of crash in the water. So, how to use your life jacket? So, let's wipe it up. So, because of the video cannot watch, so I will tell you how to use it. First, you need to take the life jacket under your seat. Second, you need to wear it and fit it into your bodies. Third, you need to inflate it. Or you can inflate it by yourself to put the red level so that it can inflate by itself, or you can inflate it by yourself by the tube next to your life jacket. So, how to open the exit door in Boeing 737-700. So, first, you need to go to the exit door. Second, when you see the red lever on top of the doors, you need to break the glass. Then you need to pull it so that it can immediately open and you can go outside and exit the plane when there is an accident. Final one, climate change by the airplane. So, what share of global carbon dioxide emissions from aviation? Flying is a highly controversial topic in the climate debates. There are a few reasons for this. The first is a disconnect between our personal and collective carbon dioxide emissions, about 2.5% of the global carbon dioxide emissions. Second is the carbon dioxide emissions from domestic flights are counted in countries' emission accounts. Aviation accounts for 2.5% of global carbon dioxide emissions. The most attention is via carbon dioxide emissions. Most flights use the jet gasoline biofuels, which is carbon dioxide when burned. The time series of global emissions from the aviation since 1940 in 2018 estimate that global aviation includes both passenger and freight emitted about 1 million tons of carbon dioxide, about 2.5% of total carbon dioxide emissions in 2018. This graph showed the global carbon dioxide emissions come from the aviation. The red line showed the global carbon dioxide emission come from the aviation, and it's still growing. In 2010, it's grown 4 to 5% per year. In 2018, it reached more than 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide. The blue lines show the aviation as a share of global carbon dioxide emissions, and it showed 4%, and it's not grown too much. Non-carbon dioxide climate impact mean aviation accounts for 3.5% of global warming. Emitting carbon dioxide from burning fuel planes affect other gases and pollutants in the atmosphere. Water vapor, soot, sulfur aerosols, and water controls. We don't yet have the technologies to decarbonize air travel. The key challenge that is very hard to decarbonize, like to reduce emissions, such as the power of the road transport. There are some design concepts emerging. Airbus, for example, will have the first zero emissions aircraft by 2035 using the hydrogen fuel cells and the electricity. So, conclusion. First, we need to save attention and protect our environment and everyone. Second, we need to remove the fuel of the plane from the gas fuel to the gas fuel, to the electric or the hydrogen fuel, because they are safe for the environment. And the final one, remember that the Earth is the only planet that people can live. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.